All right, let's dive into something pretty profound today. We're talking about a level of personal transformation that goes way beyond just, changing a few habits. This is about completely rewriting your reality, but from the inside out. So let me just ask you this straight up. Have you ever had that feeling, that deep down urge to just hit the reset button on your life? To completely reinvent not just what you're doing, but who you are? If you've ever wanted a 100% fresh start, then you're in the right place. Okay, let's get into it. And right here, this is the first big shift you have to make. We're all taught to think that if we just do different things, our lives will change. But the truth is, real lasting change starts a level deeper. It's not about your to-do list, it's about your core identity. So what exactly do we mean by identity? Well, think of it as the blueprint for your entire life. It's your own personal operating system. It's the story you're constantly telling yourself about who you are, what you're capable of, and frankly, what you think you deserve. This self-image, it's the invisible force that is literally shaping your world. And that brings us to the central, unbreakable law of this whole idea, summed up perfectly here. New identity equals new reality. It's that simple. It's an equation. You want a new external world, more money, more success, better relationships. You absolutely must change your internal identity first. Now, here's what's so wild about this. Your identity literally acts like a thermostat. Look at this. It sets the ceiling for your success, for your income, for the very limits of your life. Why? Because you can never consistently outperform the person you believe yourself to be. I mean, think about it. If your internal self-image is set for, say, a $50,000 a year life, and a $1 million opportunity falls right into your lap, that internal thermostat is going to kick in and find a way to sabotage it, to pull you right back down to what feels normal and real to you. It's this powerful, invisible ceiling holding you back. And that's the big question, isn't it? If this internal identity is running the whole show, how in the world do you actually change it? How do you shatter that ceiling you didn't even know you built for yourself? Well, there are two very, very different ways to go about it. And this slide just lays it out so clearly. Most of us, and I mean almost everyone, is stuck over there in the left column, the outside-in path. We say things like, I'll finally feel successful when I get that promotion, or I'll believe I'm rich when I see $1 million in the bank. The problem is, this is an uphill battle because your old identity is like a rubber band, constantly snapping you back. The real power is on the right, the inside-out path. You decide right now to become the person who earns $1 million. And then that new identity literally starts to pull you forward, forcing you to think and act in new ways. Now, you've probably heard the advice to act as if or fake it till you make it. And look, that's a step in the right direction. But we're about to go a level deeper because there's a huge difference between acting and truly becoming. Act as if. It's really just what it sounds like. It's an external thing. It's like putting on a costume. You could wear the suit, you can say the words, but on the inside, you still know you're just pretending. It feels like an act. But then there's this, embody. This is the real game changer. The original term here literally translates to inhabit the body, almost like a spirit possessing a new form. This isn't about pretending. This is a total, complete internal transformation. You're not putting on a costume, you are fundamentally changing the person wearing it. To really let this sink in, let's use an analogy that just makes it click. Think about the greatest actors of our time, the ones who win the Oscars. They don't just act like their character. Oh no, they do something so much deeper. They embody the role. Look at this process. They don't just ask, what would my character do? They start by deciding to become the person. They spend months, even years, learning to think like them. They change their posture, their diet, their thoughts before they go to sleep. They work until they can feel 100% what that person feels. They live as that person. For the entire project, on the deepest level imaginable, they are that character. That is the kind of commitment we're talking about. So, this timeline shows you the real order of things. It all starts now. Not when the money shows up, not when you get the approval from other people. Right now. In this moment. That's when you embody the new identity. You believe it, you feel it, you live it from the inside. And it's only after that internal shift is solid that the external world, the later, has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your new blueprint. So if you take only one thing away from all of this, let it be this. This is the whole thing in a nutshell. Stop waiting for the results to give you permission to change. You don't wait for evidence. You have to become the person first, and that new person is the one who will naturally create those results. Which leaves us with this final, really powerful question. This isn't about what you're going to do tomorrow. It's about who you're going to choose to become right now. That single choice to embody a new identity before there's any proof in the outside world, that is the most powerful first step you can ever take. Your new reality is waiting.